Hey folks, David here at the Property Factory. I just sort of give you a bit of an update. It's been a big week at the Property Factory this week, probably one of our biggest weeks of change and update technology-wise for some time. Recently, with the drop in interest rates, we've updated all of our analysis. We had historically been doing our default analysis at a 3.75% interest rate. Now that interest rates are around the 3% mark, we've redone our cash flows around using the 3.25% interest rate. And it's had a massive impact on all of the projects with cash flows increasing by between $1,500 and $4,000 a year. So check out those updated numbers. We've also released some new mapping tools and analysis tools and some different ways of looking at and searching and analysing projects, and I'll share some of those with you shortly. Kylie's been working on rolling out digital signing so that if you're working from home right now or confined to home, you don't have to print out 40, 50, 60 page contracts and manually sign them. You'll be able to sign them with your finger, sign them on your device and save them and return them to us to help digitize your life, but make it easier in these challenging times not to have to get face to face and have to sit there and sign hard copies. Another big thing we've done this week is we've released all of our property analysis software. So for investors, for home buyers, and for first home investors, that's now available off the members resources page on the site. I'll show you where to find that. But again, it makes it easy for you to download those tools, do your own analysis, do your own comparisons, and make sure the numbers make sense for you based on your individual situation. So let's take a bit of a tour. Okay, so I've just jumped onto the Property Factory website. One of the new things this week is you can now go straight to the members dashboard from the menu bar on the top navigation of the site. So if you're logged into the site, which you generally are automatically, you can go straight into the members dashboard. So something new under community resources, we've got the downloadable software available from within there. It does run on Microsoft Excel, but you can download the analyzer software for property investors, for first home buyers, and for first home investors. So take advantage of that. When you jump into current projects now, you'll see that you go into a different screen altogether and into a whole new area we've just created that maps all of our projects nationally. So it makes it really easy for you to see based on project type, whether that's houses, townhouses, apartments, duplexes, etc., exactly where all the projects are, and be able to fly across the country and get an easier kind of lie of the land, if you wish, as to the location of each of our projects. Because real estate's really three-dimensional, it's really geographical, and sometimes just seeing a listing and an address doesn't always make sense in terms of when we talk about access to motorways, access to infrastructure, access to the cities and stuff like that. So when you click onto each of those projects from within the map, on the left-hand side, if you're on a mobile device, you can then map yourself straight to that location. It's got a bit of a high-level summary, and then if you click on the View Project Details, it then brings up the project and allows you to dive into the detail, check out the intro on the project from Campbell, and have a look at all of the other information as you normally would. So that's a new feature from a navigation point of view. So the other thing we've done is we've built in the ability to look at projects by performance, so that if you're focused on buying for high cash or high yield, you can easily see using some of the analysis tables we've built exactly which projects are ranked at the top of the pile. So if we want to look at the top 10 projects by yield, you can see here from top to bottom highest net yield and cash flow for each of those projects. And if you want to go and check out the project directly from the analysis table, all you've got to do is click on the link and that'll take you straight into the project. So this makes it easy to look at the top performers by yield, by long-term capital growth average. So we use a 20-year capital growth rate at a suburb level, the yield and growth rate combined. So what's my yield on an annual basis? What's my long-term growth rate? I add those two together to get a total return. So I can see the total cash flow and growth combined picture. If I've got a tight budget or I'm looking at a specific price point, the projects are all sorted by price point. And all these columns too, they're all sortable and usable. So you can resort any of these live on the website to suit your own criteria or what you're looking to rank or sort by. There's also a summary at the very bottom, which allows you to then look at all the different attributes by project. What are all the 2 beds? in terms of 2-bed projects, 1-bed projects, what are all the townhouse projects, etc., etc. So you can specifically look at bedrooms, bathrooms, car parking. You can sort by completion date if you want. If you want something that's built right now and available now, you can obviously sort by that using that field. Or you can look for identifying projects that are not settling for a year and a half based on their construction date. So that's just something we've added to the website this week to really help you with that. And then on the webinar side, as I said, our ongoing schedule of weekly webinars that are really training and skills focused. Take advantage of those because those are really helping our members to fill in some of their downtime at home to get online from the safety of their own home. We've had had more than a couple hundred people attend the webinars and some great feedback, great questions over the last 2 weeks as well. So take advantage of all those new tools and resources at the Property Factory. Our team's here to help. They're available around the clock, so don't hesitate to reach out and get in touch with us.